It's just dripping oil out.
This is my Kawasaki 610 mule. And today, we're gonna be swapping the engine because I blew it up. I didn't blow it up. Someone put diesel in it. We ran it for a while. No bueno. When I hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube, I will be giving away this piece of the pace car, the right front fender that got crushed by misfire at the Cletus McFarland New England 900. This is a historic piece. When I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm gonna be giving this piece away. This is my 2016 Kawasaki 610 mule with a blown up engine. Today, I'm gonna try to swap them. We got a replacement engine right here in a box. I'm gonna see if I can swap it out in one day. We have some other parts we gotta change out as well. Let's get to it. We need to pull out the blown up engine from the Kawasaki and replace it with this engine in a box. I also got a set of front tires for it, as the ones we have on are hanging on by a thread. Legit, they're to the threads. So we have our work cut out for us today. Let's get to it. I have no clue how to change out an engine like this. I figured it's small, can't be that difficult. So let's jump right into it. In this mule, the engine is underneath the bed, almost underneath the seat as well. So we gotta get this bed off of here. Well, we got the bed off, and now it's time to strip down this old engine. I think I read online that you can take this engine out without having to jack up the actual unit itself. You just have to disconnect everything, maybe take off this wheel well, and it might slide out right there. So I'm gonna go ahead, take some photos so I remember how to put this all back together and strip it down. Well, I may have very much underestimated what this project was going to entail. I got a lot of it apart, but then I came to a sudden stop because I forgot there was a clutch. And I don't have the tool to pull the clutch off. So I'm at a standstill now. Really underestimated this project, taken quite a while. I have to pull the, I don't know which one's which, primary, secondary clutch. That one looks more important, so I'm gonna call that one primary. I have to find the tool to pull off these clutches. It goes in this hole and pulls it back out. Other than that, I think I'm in good shape. Got all the covers off, all the wires off. Once I pull these clutches off, I could pull this cover off and
this plate here, and then the engine is disconnected from the transmission. I don't know what that is. We'll call it the transmission too. It's probably a differential. I don't know. But the engine will be disconnected from that, and I should be able to take some bolts out, unmount that, and just pop that right out of this hole here. That's what the hope is, at least. I feel like I'm still quite a bit of ways from that. But that is the update on the mule. We're getting quite a ways on it. I was hoping I'd be further along, and kind of disappointed I'm not. I wanted to give you guys an update on Friday night. I did record a lot of video, but how the night ended, I ended up not finishing out a video, and I just didn't want to make a video how the night was. So I'm just going to give you guys an update. If a lot of you were here, you saw I got into a wreck early on in the race. We were running top 5, started to fade back on lap 46 of 112, and ended up getting put up into the fence on the backstretch. It was felt like a pretty violent hit. Got lucky because I ended up in the opening where we pull on the track, and we hit that, which a lot of times when you hit that, it ends up being a very vicious wreck. It still was pretty bad. Here's the car. That's the parts that are left of the rear end because it's gone. So the rear clip is bent. Not sure about the front clip. You could see the upper A-frame here is bent. I don't know the best way to show you guys that. And then the shock tower is bent here. But definitely got lucky when the nose and this right front went into that opening. I hit here and it spun me around and then ended up hitting my left side. So you can see I got into the wall right here. And I think you could see some concrete here. So pretty much every corner of the car got hit, unfortunately. I think the left front suspension might be okay. We still got to take it apart and look at it. This car is now, unfortunately, done with. We need a rear clip for it. We need a rear end for it. You can see the open car is apart still. I gotta get the engine out of that and put a front clip on that as well. I was just really disappointed on the night, and I didn't want to make a video that was really a downer of a video. I'm trying to keep everything on here positive. So unfortunately, this car is going to be packed away. We're going to take it apart as much as we can, take as much off of it as we can, then just put it in storage for now. I'm not sure what my plan is for it. Just disappointed with how it was going and how we ended. A lot of damage to it. We'll pull the engine out, put that on the ground, keep everything else on it, and we'll move on from there. So this week, we're back in red, white, and blue car. I'm currently missing a rear still. I have to put one together. It's actually on the bench over there, right there. I still got to get that together to put it in the car here. We're waiting on a couple parts for it. But we're going to be racing this one tonight, and then we're going to be heading off into a different direction probably. That was a really disappointing way to end our night. Felt like we had the car turned around. We were running a lot better. We were running top 5, really good pace. Felt like we were gonna have a good car, possibly a top 5 finish. Yeah, just a disappointing finish to the SK5K. Have really bad luck in that race. So that is an update on Friday night's race. We'll be racing this red, white, and blue car today, and we'll maybe be working on some other stuff here later in the week. So I'm going to be cutting up a lot of these pieces to put in these display boxes. They will be on sale here at the Speedway Novelty booth as well as on my website. Every piece is different. You can see this one has a little bit of the NASCAR logo on it, some of the blue from the Crush car that Cletus drove into. Package them all up, put them for sale on the website and here at the Novelty booth. And I also came out with, get ready for it, a t-shirt. Yes, of course I did. This is going to be pre-order right now for the next couple weeks. Then I'll have them printed and some will be available here at the Novelty booth as well as on my website.
So this is pre-order only right now. These pieces will be for sale on my website as well as here at the Speedway for $25. It is a piece of the Dodge Daytona, the 2006 Stafford Speedway pace car. The t-shirt will also be available. You can package deal these on my website for pre-order right now for $45. So all of this will be available on my website here shortly, and they'll also be available right now at the Stafford Speedway novelty booth.
Back on the mule. Got to find the part to pull those clutches off. I asked a couple people if they have the part to pull those off, so hopefully I could keep moving on with this project. I was really hoping to have this engine swap today. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Little update on the channel. Again, I started up a members only page. This members page is going to be more behind the scenes footage, really short videos about the track here and more of the financials. Going to be testing out some new content on there. So that's all you're going to see on the members page. You don't have to worry about me not making enough videos still. So that is, you could join the members page right on my channel. If you hit visit channel, right where the subscribe button is, next to that is the join button. If you're on an iPhone, I think it might be a little too difficult. You need a direct link. Android, you can do it, or on the computer itself.
While I'm waiting on some tools to get that clutch off, I figured the next upgrade we could start on is changing out these balloon tires. I think we got our life out of them. There is 0 tread left. And I think one spot, where is it? This tire right here. Ew. Wearing through a couple layers of cords. I think it's time to dismount these and put on our new tires. Hopefully I got the right one. They look much different. Is this what they're supposed to look like? Wow, look at all that tread on these. That's crazy. So we'll go ahead and try to mount these tires up, get these ones dismounted. There's barely any rubber left on that. That's crazy. These are pretty much just balloons. Bam! New tires mounted onto the rims. I didn't do it. It was not going well with the tools I had. I brought it up to the tire shop up the road and they mounted them for me. Let's throw them on the front of the mule, and that will be one new upgrade that's checked off the list. The clutch is still on, by the way. Still can't get it off. Day 2 on this engine swap. It indeed was not a one-day project like I hoped for. The tool came in though to pop off the clutch. Gotta love Amazon. It says you just pop it right in there and try it right off. Let's see if it works. Bang. Bang, bang. Right off. Nice. With that tool, those clutches popped right off. Should have had that a long time ago. I think I just have to pop this plate off now. And we should be able to disconnect the engine from the transmission.
Looks like maybe this last gold plate here is all we have to take off now. Gosh, everything's a different size. Lock tight on these. There's a couple bolts on the bottom of the engine holding it in, and that might be all that's left. Let's see what size those are. Now the engine is fully disconnected. It is loose inside this bay here. I think I should be able to slide it out this hole right here. If I turn it sideways. Looks like everything's disconnected. Let's see here. Let's shove it out of the way. Just like that, it popped out. So we got our old engine popped out. Quite a bit of dirt in our compartment there. Gonna open up the box here, take out the new engine, see if I need to take any of those wires or anything off. Got ourselves some gaskets. So for those of you that are trying to figure out how to take an engine out of this yourself, it actually did pop out this corner here. Take the tire off, you get a lot more space, and the engine fits right in this opening. So I'm gonna slide this new one right in there. Into the final steps now of connecting the exhaust. I think I got everything on here correct. There's a couple pieces that I'm not quite sure about. These red and green wires, I only see one plug
for this wire, and I can't find the second connection anywhere. So I'm hoping maybe one was just disconnected, but that makes no sense at all. While I had this all the way apart, I thought now would be a good time to make some upgrades. Not only were we upgrading the engine, but I always thought it was silly that there wasn't a trailer receiver on this. And I found this piece on Amazon. Boom. Man, people said this was a bad purchase. That thing's perfect. So I got this hitch receiver off Amazon. Never understood why this didn't have a hitch built into it. It's a pretty heavy duty unit. It actually mounts right to where the exhaust bracket is. That should be it. I reconnected all the throttle linkage. Wait, that is false. Look at this, I got one right here. Where does this go to? Oh no. Whew. Almost forgot the actual throttle cable. That would have been bad. One final piece of the puzzle. And that should do it. Everything is hooked back up, I think. And tight, quite possibly. I just remembered, I'm not sure if there's any oil actually in this engine. That could have been really bad. I don't see any oil in there at all. And there was no tags that say no oil. Well, I guess I better figure out what oil this takes. That could have been real bad. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw some oil in this. I might just use some that I have here in the shop and we'll fire this bad boy up. Attempt number 2, this time I have the key, so we could actually try it. I'm still on jack stands, so if it doesn't fall, that'd be great, but I'm gonna try to put it in the gear, and just in case it does fall off the jack stands, I open the door so I don't wreck it. Here we go. Fire in the hole. Okay. That works. Who would ever thought I'm a mechanic? This is crazy. All right, I gotta get all the plastic back on the sides, the bed back on. That's gonna take me a little bit here. So I'll check back in when I get that done, and we're gonna go take this for a spin. Did a decent job. It got pushed in and I just drove it out of the garage. Time to put the mule back to use. E-brake works. doing this was so I would fix the smoking problem. That seemed to not happen. So the good news, it is still running. I'm thinking maybe there's just a lot of oil in the exhaust still. We'll go with that. I don't know why it's still smoking. Is there a lot of smoke behind me? Is there a lot of smoke behind me? I'm kind of terrified to look. Yeah. Yeah. The tires feel good. That is not good. Why is it still smoking so bad? Is it in the exhaust maybe? Is it the clutch? Oh man, maybe I'm not a mechanic after all. Well, the good news is that the engine didn't shut off. The bad news, though,
It's just dripping oil out.
I'm wondering if that muffler is just filled with oil. I probably should have tried to clean that out.
Dang.
Thank you guys for watching today's video. The Kawasaki Mule is driving yet again. A little smoky still burning off the excess oil from the previous engine that's in that muffler. I should just wash it out. Thank you to everyone that ordered the pace car parts. I'm sending out our first shipment. I just packaged all these up. Have to put them in the shipping boxes. They'll be sending out in the mail today. This is what they look like. I did sign some of these. You can see they all look different, all different colors. So thank you to all of those that ordered it online. If you want to order your piece of history, head on over to my website, davidroot.com. You can order yourself a piece of the pace car just like this. It has a little tag on it as well. If you're coming out to the races tomorrow night, you could also purchase a piece of the pace car in the Speedway novelty booth. While you're over there at the novelty booth, check out some of my merch. It is all there. We got my hats, t-shirts, and much more. Thank you guys for watching today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, throttle down, and see you guys at the races.